Sheffield Wednesday 5-minute view from the Kop. Well, the relegation got confirmed against our local rivals, Sheffield United. So was the pressure going to be taken off us, and could we then just push on in the same way that many years ago we hammered Burnley when the pressure was off? Would we see any notable changes in the team? Would we see anybody coming back from injury? Obviously, Otigbayo was suspended after the last game. 2 yellows make a red. Dominic Iorfa back from injury, but yeah, sort of back to his old tricks again. You'd think, well, Iorfa, and obviously we'd got Liam Cooper out as well, so Cole McGee was there. He's a good lad. It's sort of like throwing the young uns to the wolves, really. Can't really win, but let's hope that he doesn't really break him. We've got the new pairing of Adamola and Nadala on the left hand side. I think they offer tricks and speed. I'm not really sure from a defensive point of view. I don't think really that they're very much in the way of defender. If we got somebody like Max Lowe at the back, or back in the day Marvin Johnson, an half decent defender behind him. SofaScore reckon that we played with 4 at the back, which can often be dodgy. Is that because we're trying to play a more attacking type of game? I don't think we did. We went down 2-0, and the goals were scored 31 and 38 minutes, and just, well, the first one was just absolutely ridiculous. Basically, they unsuccessfully tried to score what seemed like a million times. It was about 3 times, and we just seemed to just sort of watch them. Oh look, they're going to score. Oh, they didn't score. Oh look, they're trying again. Until they did score. It's like an inevitability. You want your team to sort of step up and just show a little bit of something. I think the goal now, from my point of view, we talk about it being the worst team ever, the worst season ever, worst manager, etc. The stats, well, we've not conceded as many goals as United did when they went down from the Premiership. Let's keep it that way. If we can get into positive points, at the end of the day, everybody knows it's not a level playing field. They know that, the point deduction coupled with all the players leaving, we all know the story. But it's just where we are, and it's what we can do with it, really. It worries me a little bit, really, that we had in the middle, we had Thornton, who I think I do quite like him as a player. I think he does put himself about, and obviously Ingleson has been really, really good this season. For me, the player of the season. Now that Mannon's not here, Esky is clumsy. I think this is going to do him world of good. I think he'll grow into become a decent player. Is that really what we want at the minute? Just growing players whilst not actually getting anything. Charlie McNeil, I think he's coming of age a little bit with his run that he's having. I quite like where we're going with him, and I think he looks the most threatening. Which we've got Jamal Lowe up front, and he does give us something, but it's not. It's like a C team. We're not really going to get anywhere. We don't really expect that he's going to score, and we only had 1 shot on target all match. But then And I'm just going to question, really. So we made some substitutions. We actually made our 5 substitutions, which is great. You know, if things are not going well, then great, make the substitutions. From 38 minutes, we were 2-0 down, and not really putting a dent in them at all. And I think they just cantered. They just cantered to the win. Not because they were a particularly good side, because you could see that they are where they are because they're not that good a side. But we're even worse when it comes to defending. We took our offer off and chucked on Joe Emery, which meant that we'd got 2 very young central defenders on there. Fazier came on after 60 minutes and took McNeil off. Now, I like Fazier. I think he does give us something from an attacking sense, but he wasn't as effective as Charlie McNeil. Jerry Yates, who didn't start, came on in place of Ndala, and again he does the running. He's not really effective in the way that we play, but then again I think Lionel Messi would not be effective in the way that we play. Reece Johnson came on 72 minutes, and then Granger with 2 minutes to go always looks a threat, but he had 3 touches because it was 88 minutes. My question is, really, after being 2-0 down after 38 minutes, what were we looking? Were we looking to try and get back into the match? Were we looking to try and score a goal at some point? Or were we looking just to see it out and hope that we didn't get battered? Now, if that is the way that we're going to go for the rest of the season, if I was a supporter travelling lots of miles on evenings, paying lots of money, I'm not going to want to see that. I'm going to want to see a bit of fight. I'm going to want to see what we showed against United, that, you know, we were prepared to give it a go. So I think bringing the striker option on, Jerry Yates, fair enough after 60 minutes, but I think, you know, Granger, I'd like to see him given a little bit more. I think Moses put himself about, he's a big lad, he put himself about a bit on Sunday, so we could have given him a little bit more time. Really, other than that, we've not really got much in the way of options, but, you know, I'd love to see, and we're getting, and it's always about 66, 67 minutes into it, but maybe, you know, 60 minutes in, we had a double substitution, Fazier and Yates. You know, we could have then been perhaps a little bit braver. You know, we took 2 attacking players off to put 2 attacking players on. I probably would have liked to have seen. I'd like to have seen Granger come on earlier. Really, I think, you know, we've got to give him a chance. So 2-0, and didn't ever look like troubling the score at all. Well, we had one big chance, which we fluffed. Okay, so on to the next game, and let's just see whether we manage to pull anything out of this season at all. So then, bye for now, and as always, up the Owls.